Alright, welcome to Age of Empires 2 Self-Assessment. So, this is a game that I played where I was the Persians and my opponent was the Japanese on Four Lakes, I believe the map is called. Yes, Four Lakes. So, my opponent goes for a very all-in strategy this game to just try to take me out early, and I try to use my poor skills at macro to try to survive and defeat my opponent. So let's see how it goes. So do the usual, two houses and stuff. Yeah, so I want more focus on what my opponent is doing, because I already know what I did, but I'm kind of curious on what they were doing. I need to turn on the music myself, so yeah, my opponent is just doing the normal stuff at the beginning. Now I want to see when they build their dock, because as the Japanese, I believe they get cheaper docks. But also, I may have just built my dock extremely late. I don't know if I built my dock late or not, but I don't know. We'll see when he builds his, and we'll see when I build mine. Yeah, so far it's just boring, like, Dark Age stuff. Let's just speed ahead. Yeah, so I actually got confused here, because I only found this one cow, and I'm like, where the fuck's that cow? Where is that second cow? There was no second cow, unfortunately. My other cows were over here. So yeah, I started getting some wood, so I could start to make my fishing eco going. Yeah, and I actually started exploring with the cow here because I'm like, where are those damn cows? I need them. Fortunately, though, wasn't a big deal. Yeah, my opponent's luring in boars. He doesn't build his dock yet. Alright, so I actually decided to build my dock first, even though he's Japanese and has cheaper docks. Interesting. So maybe I built my dock too early then. I don't know. All I knew is that I want to get this sweet, sweet fish up here as soon as possible. I get housed. That's going to happen a lot because I'm bad at the game and I forget to build houses. Let's see. Yeah, nothing too interesting going on my opponent. My opponent decided to go for berries before fish, interestingly. I feel like the other way is probably better because you could send more people to wood instead of berries. Which fish get food faster than berries do, so I don't know. My opponent still hasn't built a dock, so that's interesting. I feel like Japanese definitely should have built a dock by now. Because yeah, I may have built a dock a bit early, but I feel like Japanese definitely should have had a dock by now. Oh, and here I go. Doink! Yeah, so I decided to try to pick off one of his villagers because I realized he didn't have loom. And, oh, pathfinding bugs out a little bit there, but I get the villager pick and I run away. I'm very proud of that. Alright, and I think at this point I already have loom because, yeah, I ended up getting housed for a little while, so I decided to pick up loom then. Alright, so yeah, my opponent's going for a drush, and this drush actually is actually a pretty good drush. Yeah, I unfortunately underestimated the power of Dark Age militia. Yeah, so at some point I realized that like I probably have way too many people in this wood line. So at some point when I'm going up to the Feudal Age, I'm like, yeah, let's move some people off that. Then I go to this wood line, which I kind of regret. Kind of wish I would have went down to this wood line instead. Or even if I found this one, which I don't know if I did at this point. I kind of saw it. Then like go down to this one. Because yeah, like my opponent actually attacks this area quite heavily. Yeah, so he's scouting here with his scout. And then I try to be like, well, you know what? I'm going to try to box him in. Sadly, though, he realized what was happening and actually tries picking off this villager. And then the fucking drush comes in, and I'm like, oh, shit. Then we have this big fight. I kill off his scouts, but then he kills off one of my villagers. Actually, he already killed off one of my villagers, I think, because I think I had 5 here at the time. Yeah, then he runs away after he loses his militia and scout. And I'm like, alright, I'll just go back doing what I was doing, which was going to be a scout rush. Might be a bit slow for a scout rush, but I'm still a bit newbie to this game. He kind of walks into my town center. I'm like, ooh, free pickings. But sadly, he runs away before I can kill him. That's fine. I'm just over here building a house. Let's see what my opponent's doing. So he's just now fishing, which I feel is very slow. But oh well. Yeah, I also had some problems with pathfinding. Oh, and what's this going on over here? 6 villagers just conspicuously standing outside of my wood line. And he starts building towers. Yep. the second I saw this, I was like, oh, it's going to be one of those games. But of course, at this point, I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, okay, cool. I double his drush. I'm going to go in and send in some scouts pretty soon. And here you can see the AI being an absolute derp with my wood line. Ugh, so annoying. Yeah, so I start farming. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have started farming. I should have just sent more villagers to food and just keep relying on the fish boom. Because I have a shit ton of food. Pretty much purely because of the fish. And this is when I see the tower and I'm like... I honestly was considering resigning right now because I was like, I don't want to deal with this shit. I don't. But then I decided, you know what? I'm just going to rush him. And so I send my villagers back to the previous woodline. So now this woodline is extremely inefficient. And yeah, I just started training some scout cavalry. Ugh. And yeah, I'm just going to attack him. And at some point, I decided to go claim the other lakes. Oh, yep, here we go. I'm sending these two villagers to go claim a lake so I can get more food production because I have a feeling I'm going to end up getting pushed off of my farms. And I realized that at some point, he was moving villagers up to here. So I decided to preemptively build the tower. Unfortunately, this doesn't go very well. I even brought my fishing villager down here to help build this faster. But yeah, no, he has like 6 villagers, so yeah, he builds it significantly faster. And he probably also started before me. So I just keep like telling my dudes like, fucking build! Build, you bastards! Build! Unfortunately, the tower does go up. But it's not good. I'll tell you that much. So I decided to send my scouts up to go deal with them. So I do at least delay the enemy's shits, but it's not ideal. Yeah, so I start having a villager fight once my villagers are forced out the tower. I actually kill 3 of his villagers. Wait, does he not have loom yet? Also, why am I on Fog of War? Why does he not have loom yet? You're doing a forward with villagers and you don't have loom? You madman. Because, yeah, no, I would not have picked off those 3 villagers. Well, I may have picked off one of them, but I wouldn't have picked off all 3 if he had loom. Yep, so my scouts did the job. I pushed them away from my resource, so I'm like, you know what? He can have those towers. I don't care about them anymore. I'm going to go counterattack now. Because, yeah, like, these towers, whatever. Don't care. But as we can look at my enemy's base, he's extremely wide open. But he's trying to wall up, but because these are scouts, it's not going to happen. Yep, so I have my scouts like convene with my original scout, and then we just go in. And as you can see, whoop, wide open. And he still doesn't have loom for some reason. Yeah, no, I killed way more villagers in the scout rush than I really should have, and it's all because my opponent didn't get loom. He's still not even getting loom, even though I'm in his base with fucking 6 scouts. So yeah, I'm looking for his woodline now, because I actually didn't explore him too well. Or, well, no, I wasn't looking for his woodline, because I knew his woodline was over here, but I was looking if he had another woodline. Yeah, so he does a quick wall here, quite impressive for this low skill ceiling. He's trying to get away, but I'm like, no, that's not happening. And I kill most, if not all, of the villagers at this woodline. Which that really slowed his ass down. And yeah, he still isn't getting loom for some reason. Dude, this whole catastrophe wouldn't have happened if he just got loom. Also, uh-oh, Shaggy. What's this? The stone mine's almost out of stone. Very interesting. I don't know how long it takes me to actually notice that that this mine runs out of stone, but like at this point I'm like, I'm not gonna continue attacking. But then I was like, you know what? His villagers are just idling. I might as well just kill them. But at some point he mines this last bit of stone, and then I just notice and I run in and kill him. Yeah. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, he's built another tower. That's fine, because I want to see how long it takes me to notice that this is open. Oh, I think I noticed it because I saw some activity going on over here. So I saw this villager, and then I saw this open. I was like, ooh, free real estate. Yeah, at some point, though, he trained some spearmen. So I have to start worrying about that. But I also have to just worry about the town center as well. Yeah, here's a spearman. He's attacking me. Yeah, he's building more and more towers, but I'm like, you know what? I'm Persians. I have tough as nails town centers. I don't gotta worry about this shit. Yeah, so I lost 2 scouts there. Oh well. The scouts did way more than they needed to. They killed like 20 villagers or some shit like that. Yeah, my opponent just keeps on with the towers, and I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to the next age. And I see here that I need some gold to go to the next stage. Oh wait, no. I snuck over here to go get some gold, right. So I've actually been collecting gold for a while now. And yeah, because of how inefficient this wood line is, I just can't get wood at a reasonable rate. And yeah, here these two go. So these two are actually the same villagers that came over here to build this dock. And they also came down here to build this dock. And now I'm going to send them on a stealth mission to go and invade my enemy's pond. Really, I should have came from my base over to here instead of going around the entire map, but these villagers were here, so I decided, fuck it. Eventually they'll move and go do the stealth mission, but they ain't doing it right now. Yeah, the Persian town centers, so I'm just like, my town center has double HP. I don't give a shit about your silly little arrows. I'm just gonna ignore it. Just keep farming. Whatever. Yeah, let's see. So where are his forward villagers? Oh, they're just in this tower, are they? I guess so. Alright, so here go my villagers. I've given them their job. Oh, and actually I found their dock just now. I think I killed a fishing villager. Yeah, so he definitely sees my villagers. But whether or not he actually saw them or not is, I don't know, up for debate. Because I don't think he actually ended up finding these guys until I started to attack his fish eco. So at this point I'm just using my scouts to sort of find relics and such, so when I do get to the castle age I can just have more gold. Because yeah, my opponent went with a very all-in strat, so he's probably not looking too hot. He's got decent food, but he still doesn't have loom. He's also... Okay, he definitely saw my villagers then, and he thought I was going to tower rush him. That is fucking funny. Not tower rushing anybody, just doing something a bit more rude. It does suck that he's Japanese though, because it makes his fishing ships tough as nails. So I would have definitely cleared out his entire fishing economy if it wasn't for the fact that he was Japanese. So I actually forgot about this for a little while, because I'm busy doing other things like fixing my economy, I think, mostly. Yeah, fixing my economy, preparing to go knight so I could take down these stupid towers. Because yeah, he's still in Feudal Age, so his towers don't get the extra health boost. I see him building a tower here, and I'm like, you know what? I got gold elsewhere. That's not a problem. So I just migrate these guys over to become stone miners so I can build town centers and also build a castle later. And at some point, well, he just queued up 5 knights. Alright, yeah, he actually finds my dock before I even started building. In fact, my opponent actually attacking this reminded me I had this. Yeah, so I said to my scouts to try to deal with these watchtowers. They got shredded because scouts, not very good. Well, I mean, they were alright. They had all the Feudal Age upgrades, so... Then I bring in a knight, realize that one knight is shit, and then I eventually at some point pull him back. Yeah, my opponent just keeps towering my resources, and I'm just like, whatever. I got resources elsewhere on the map. I start building a town center down here to supplement or to make my economy bigger. And yeah, I'm just like, whatever. You keep building your stupid ass towers, I'll just keep doing whatever the hell I want. Yeah, I actually fucked up here, and I made a demo raft instead of a fire galley. Although it's not too bad, it's just not ideal, because it actually ends up working, but again, it's not ideal how I did it. But yeah, so I ended up like blowing up his fire galley and burning it. And then I just destroy a good chunk of his fish economy, so it wasn't too bad. And yeah, in the rest of the ponds, I'm still fishing, so I have a shit ton of food. Honestly, I should have never built these farmers. I should have made them woodcutters or something else, because I didn't need these guys. Like, the fish was far more food than I needed. Alright, so I come in with 4 knights, and I'm like, I could probably start breaking down these towers now. Now I see my opponent coming in here, and I'm like, oh no no no. I see him build that tower, and I'm like, yeah, nah buddy, that's not okay. And I just build my own tower. Can I deal with this shit anymore? I'm staying on my stone. Yeah, so I got knights clearing out the towers. I'm counter-towering his tower. My opponent doesn't have much else. Oh, and actually, one of my villagers survived my little sneak over here. And yeah, they're just building a castle right next to my opponent. Yeah, actually, I wonder if he ever sees this castle. Because I built it very close to his base for a reason. I wanted to be like right on top of him, and I would just flood his base with elephants. Yeah, so here I am. I try to destroy his shit, and then boom. I win that fight, but yeah, he just produces more ships than I can and beats me. I think he also towers at some point, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, this is what my opponent can see right now. Yeah, you can see that, like, I counter-towered him here. He sees that, like, all his towers are getting cleaned up by my knights. Yeah, let's see what I can see. See, I see my castle. I see that this is doing well over here. Got all my fish and shit. And, yeah, I see that... I think I saw his villagers go over here. And then I decide at some point that I'm going to send my knights over there to deal with his villagers. Let's see, how's the fish going? Yeah, so I make a galley so I could deal with these spearmen attacking my dock. But then he brings over a villager, and I'm just like, screw it. I might as well just let the dock go. I've done damage, so I'm happy. Alright, so yeah, I see that his villagers are in this tower, and I'm like, alright, bring all the knights up here. We're getting rid of his stupid villagers, because I'm tired of them. How's the castle doing? Castle's doing? Does he even see the castle still? He doesn't even see the castle. Oh my god, the castle is just out of his range. Damn. Damn. Yeah, so I bring down his tower. He actually forgets his villagers are here, or at least forgets that they, like, got, like, jumped out of the tower. My knights clean them up. There's not much left. My castle goes up, and my opponent realized this, and it's probably like, oh shit. There's a castle right on top of me. This actually isn't even a very good castle. I don't have any of the archer upgrades. But yeah, any point now, my opponent resigns because he realizes it's over. Like, let's see, he's nowhere near the castle age, and I'm well in the castle age, probably booming on 3 TCs, except only actually booming on 2, and I'm not even booming that well because my macro is shit. But yeah, it's just up for my opponent to realize that the game is over. And yeah. So that was actually, yeah, that scout rush that I did was fucking amazing. It would not have been as good as it was if my opponent grabbed Loom, but that scout rush was still pretty good, I feel, because my scouts were doing a very good job at blocking the villagers from retreating to the town center. I could definitely have done a better job at scouting, because by the time my opponent had placed these towers, that was when I knew they were there, when they started attacking me, so that wasn't very good. I think I did a good job at reacting to my opponent, though. With the towers, I basically just said, alright, you know what? You can have that part of my base. I might try to defend with my own towers, but I'm just going to go somewhere else to see my resources. And because I had 3 of the 4 pawns under my control, I had no problem with food. Food was not an issue. Things I did bad, though, just keeping my economy growing. I'm extremely bad at that, because if I start focusing on my army for like a second, my economy is going to stagnate, because I'm just extremely bad at keeping my shit together. In fact, like, I wonder, I don't know for how long I was idling my town centers, but it's probably been a few minutes where I was idling my town centers because I was busy focusing on whatever else I was looking at the time. Yeah, so here I was just trying to expand my gold economy so I could just make more knights, and I would eventually just ride my opponent down. Or just bring him down with a bunch of elephants. That was actually my original plan, but my opponent resigned as soon as I built the castle. Well, not as soon as I built the castle, but as soon as after I built the castle, they resigned. Yeah, this wasn't a bad game. This is actually probably one of my best games, I would say, just because of how well I reacted to... Just how well I reacted to my opponent's tower rush. Because, yeah, like, that militia rush, or the drush, was actually really good. It killed 2 of my villagers. And with my scout, I only ended up killing 1 of his villagers, so by the end of the Dark Age, I was behind. But I did pretty good, I'd say. I definitely could have done better, because I need to get better at macro, because I'm just not good at macro. I'm fucking awful at it. I'm much better at micro, but even still, micro can sometimes be a bit of a bitch because of just bad connection. But that'll be it for this video, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Actually, I wish I didn't forget about this, because now I have to actually edit this video. Whoops. I wanted to show the statistics. So, military score, I had more because... What's the military score exactly? Okay, so yeah, so every building and enemy units you destroy. Economy. Yeah, so I had a significantly larger economy than my opponent did. I also had more technologies, and I built a castle and he didn't. Military score, so I killed 43 units. I lost 18. I raised 9 buildings, and I lost 2 buildings. What was his army? Oh yeah, spearmen, right. let's see. So yeah, 7,500 food for me, and 4,834. So I had way more food than this dude had. I'm actually surprised by how much more wood I had, especially considering just how inefficient my wood economy felt. And just like the entire game, I was like, I need more wood. Yeah, no, I'm surprised. I guess he spent most of his wood building towers then. Stone collected, of course, he collected more because he was tower rushing. I just got stone for town centers and a castle, and a couple towers, I suppose. And yeah, gold collected, I got a lot more, which allowed me to just start pumping out like knights and shit. Technology, yeah, he reached the Feudal Age 2 minutes after I did. Yeah, so I tried to get the Feudal Age real quick, but his rush actually just really delayed my scout rush, which sucked. And then the tower rush as well just made things worse. Reached Castle Age at 24 minutes. Not bad. It definitely could have been better, though, and if I didn't make those farms, then it probably definitely could have been a lot better. We didn't reach Imperial Age. I explored most of the map, actually, because once I was done using my scouts, pretty much, I just sent them to go explore the map. I got 11 researches. He got 3? Yeah, this man researched fuck all, now that I think about it, because he didn't research Loom throughout the entire game, I don't think. And honestly, he would have done so much better if he just researched Loom, because his frontline villagers wouldn't have died as quickly. His woodline villagers, and also stone miners that I raided with the scout rush, wouldn't have died so quickly. Like, if he just researched Loom, I wouldn't have been in such the commanding position that I was in. I still would have been in a pretty commanding position because I had 3 of the 4 pawns, but yeah. Castle, I have more villagers than he did, which I should have had more villagers than this because I had 2 town centers while he only had 1, but I'm mad, so then here's the timeline. It actually stayed pretty even until a point where I like overtook him for a little while. Oh, this is probably when I hit him with the scout rush, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that's 100% when I hit him with the scout rush. And he actually caught back up because I'm bad at booming behind aggression, so whoops. Oh, now that is it for this video, and I will see you next time.